Hey everybody, my name is Katie and I survived potty training. This is going to be a collaboration series that I'm a part of with other moms or dads who have survived potty training. So hopefully any advice or tips or our stories can help other people who are currently going through or about to go through the potty training process also. Now, I currently have 3 children. I have identical twin girls who are 5, and my son is 3.5. I started potty training, or tried to start potty training the girls when they were 18 months old, and it did not go well at all. With my son, I think I started potty training him or introducing it to him when he was around 2 or 2.5. It did take a while for all 3 of my kids to potty train. They were not actually potty trained until they were all like 3. Just right before all of their 3rd birthdays, actually, was when I think that they were fully potty trained and in no diapers at all, no accidents, no anything. It was definitely different, girls versus boys, but with the twins, it was completely different between both of them. You know, everybody kept saying, just keep trying to put them on the potty. I would bring them to the bathroom with me, and they would sit on their potty, and I would tell them, like, that's where you go pee-pee. Like, I would take their diaper off, I would put them on it, or I put them on there right before bed or right when they wake up. I tried to, just keep it in the living room even. I went through the technique of just keeping them completely naked. And, eventually, after trying and pushing for so long, they ended up becoming, like, completely terrified of the potty and of the big potty and not wanting anything to do with it at all. And it was very frustrating for me, so I just completely was just like I'm done, like they're not ready. Even though they would wake up from like nap time with dry diapers, but waking up in the morning, a lot of the time they were very, very heavy wetters, so they would always wake up completely soaked through their diaper. So I would have to keep them in overnight diapers a lot of the time. But with my son, I think because I started later and then I started introducing it to him, it became a lot easier. Although because I was a single mom, I wasn't sure how to teach him how to pee standing up. So I would just sit him backwards on the toilet, and I would just tell him, like, push it down so you don't pee all over the toilet, and he would, but he kind of just wasn't interested. But he would wake up dry mornings, and at nap time, completely dry, so I was like, he's ready. I think he just needed to be pushed. I kind of, for my first 2, I kind of just went based off of what people were saying, what other people had been through. I kind of did a little bit of like research on the internet as to what age to start introducing it and what age they should be potty trained at, or different ways to go about it. But for the most part, for the girls, I definitely just went based off of what other people said, which I think was my mistake. For Noah, I just basically learned from my mistakes, and I just waited and I just let him be ready for it and tell me that he was ready for it and just come to it on his own. And it was much, much easier that way. I did not do a reward system with them. I remember just, being very excited and throwing parties whenever they would pee on the potty or poo on the potty, or when they would wake up dry even. We would just kind of do the potty dance and, I make it exciting and, let them know that it was a good thing that that's what they were doing and that that's what they were supposed to do. I definitely, with the girls for sure, I would have changed pretty much everything that I did. I feel like I went about it the wrong way and I introduced them to it too early, knowing that they weren't quite ready for it. So I definitely think that I would have just completely waited. My biggest mistake was definitely pushing them, because then they became scared of it and they wanted nothing to do with the toilet. And so one night I finally was just like, I'm putting underwear on you, and I put the little plastic mat over their bed, and so their mattress wouldn't get ruined. And I mean, that was it. And then after that, when they woke up dry, and they knew they were potty trained. They never used a diaper again. They were completely just cut off from diapers. I mean, they had a few accidents here and there, or like when we would go out to places. One of the girls in particular would be like, I have to go, when it was like a right now instant kind of thing, and there was no bathroom around, and she would end up having an accident, or I would have to pull over and she would have to squat on the side of the road. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Now for my son, it was very easy to get him in the hang of potty training. I would put him in underwear in the day and he would be good to go, and at night I would put him in a diaper, and he would sometimes wake up wet, sometimes wake up dry. But then I think it just kind of clicked for him, and it was easier for him. He was just done. Like by his 3rd birthday, he had like no accidents, and he was in underwear full time. He was standing. Well, he was kind of like Supermaning the toilet. He would put his hands like on the back of the toilet and just kind of like lean over to like get the hang of it. So just being patient and letting them come to it on their own time would definitely be my biggest piece of advice for anybody. That's just what worked for us, and that's what worked for me. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.